Hey, it's your girl Lauren Messiah here, and today we have a fashion question. Lauren, how do you shop your closet and be happy with the clothes and accessories you already have? I have a ton of clothes, probably too many, but I don't care because I love them. So I want to master shopping my wardrobe. What is the first step to really knowing your wardrobe? Once you have it figured out, what is the first step of building several mini capsule wardrobes? A lot of my stuff are keepers, so I have no plans of purging. My goal is to establish a wardrobe planning routine, something like meal prepping, but for my closet. Okay, can we take a moment for the excellence called this question? It's funny because I have a spreadsheet that my team manages of all of the fashion questions that come in. And if I'm being honest, I haven't looked at that spreadsheet in a long time. I had no idea how many questions were on the spreadsheet. So we're back. We're officially back on the YouTube. Your questions will be answered. But I just picked this one at random and I'm sitting here reading it. I'm like, this is what an incredible question. You didn't just ask like how to shop your closet, meal prepping, but for your closet. I love that. That's so freaking genius and creative in a wonderful way to think about getting dressed. So I have quite a few thoughts on this. Let's jump right into them. Shopping your closet and being happy with what you already have. So important because more often than not, I've seen this with myself, I've seen this with clients. The moment that we get frustrated in our closets, you've heard this phrase 1,000 times. It's so annoying to hear, but closet full of clothes, nothing to wear. When that feeling comes on, when we're standing there, we're not feeling inspired. We don't know what to put on. We put the same old on, and we don't like how we feel in it. Our first instinct is to go shopping and to go buy more stuff. And you put on the new stuff, you get that new clothes high, you feel really good, you feel really confident. But when it comes time to wear it again, that new car smell, pop and tags feeling has gone away. And now they're just some clothes again. And you aren't happy with what you have. You have a closet full of clothes and nothing to wear. So you go shopping again. The cycle continues and you have way too much shit in your closet. Now, the person who asked this question, they're like, I love all my clothes. Like, I don't even care. And the truth is, we do love all of our clothes. Maybe not all, but almost all of our clothes, because when we made the purchase, outside of a couple like panic buys, we bought something because we felt something. We felt excited about it. But then when we don't know what to wear and we do this vicious cycle of buying new things, we end up doing these massive closet purges, which are good and I encourage. But it's like, how is it so easy to get rid of that stuff? Or sometimes it's a little hard when I once loved it. So falling back in love with your wardrobe is crucial. And I've actually been having this experience postpartum because I've had to really look at my clothes. Not only have I gone through a major identity shift where I have gotten rid of a lot of my clothes, I've introduced a lot of new pieces. Like a lot of things in my closet are new because I just needed things that fit me. I needed things that aligned with the new person that I am. So I know that I was excited when I bought a lot of the things, but I will also have that feeling of, but I need new stuff. So I've come up with a new tactic, if you will, that I'm not leaving the closet and I'm not buying anything else until I feel awesome in what I'm wearing. And what that requires is styling your clothes, playing with your clothes, and being okay when something looks terrible on you, not letting the fact that this looks terrible or boring or whatever, not letting that feeling stop you. And that's where a lot of us stop. Take my outfit today. which I'm going to be shooting a batch of videos. So you're going to be seeing this outfit quite a few times. But I bought this little Minnie Mouse shirt. I bought it new a couple months ago. I was super excited about it. I even brought home the wrong size and was still excited enough to go and exchange it for the proper size. And I felt good the first couple times I wore it. But when I put it on this morning, I felt blah. I felt, why the hell did I buy this? I felt like, can I lose this baby weight already? Because all my clothes look like shit on me. And I said, hold up. I'm going to get excited about the clothes I already have. So I retried this shirt on with 2 different pairs of pants. I retried it on, adding different jackets that I would never think that these 2 items here would go together, but I just kept trying. I changed out my earrings 3 different times. I changed out my lip color twice. I found the perfect shoe to go with the look. And it was an outfit that I've never worn before, but all of these things were already hanging in my closet. Same thing happened the other day. I was getting dressed for Thanksgiving and I was feeling super frustrated. The outfit that I put on, I didn't feel cute in it at all. So I changed the shirt and that didn't work. So I changed the shirt and then I put a different jacket over top. I styled my clothes. I'm a stylist. This is what I would do for my clients. I would keep futzing with the outfit until I had the outfit. But most of us don't do that. We don't do it because it takes time, because it's very frustrating. And again, the time, like it takes a lot of time. And if you're getting dressed in the morning and you have to go to work or you have to get ready to take care of your kids, you don't have that time. So this takes us back to something that I have been preaching for a very long time since I launched Personal Style University, which was way back in 2016. In my book, Style Therapy, which you can buy anywhere books are sold, I talk about pre-styling your clothes. Working with styling clients, I've been styling since 2009. Always pre-style. I never walk in cold. So when you talk about meal prepping for your closet, this is what you need to do. You need to pick a day. I pick Sundays. You're going to turn on some music. You're going to pour yourself a drink. I don't drink alcohol, so my drink of choice is either sparkling water or some tea. And you're going to get into the vibe. You're going to have a good time. You're going to feel really good about yourself. Your energy is going to be on 100, and you're going to play with your clothes. Everything I described of like, I put this shirt on and I felt boring. Okay, try different pants. Okay, try different jackets, try different accessories, try different shoes until you hit it and have that magical feeling. Boom, take a picture. Hang up the outfit together in your closet. Put the picture in a folder on your phone that's like outfits that work, and then do it again. I like to style 2 weeks worth of clothes. The reason why I do that is because I don't want to just style 7 outfits, because once the day comes to wear it, I might not feel like in the mood for it. So I like to have more options. And if all the options are hidden, then I don't have to do this again for another 2 weeks instead of the following Sunday. So that is really how you want to meal prep your clothes. And you get to make it exciting. You get to look at your calendar. You get to look at what's coming up. The more exciting your outfits are, the more likely that you're going to go do something in your clothes. Like today, I didn't have anything on my calendar, but I actually was like feeling kind of cute in my little look. So I went on a nice walk. I decided that I was going to film some content today. So having outfits you're excited about is clutch. Okay. So we want to pre-plan. So that answers your meal prep question. We want to be happy with what we have. We do that through styling. And what else do we have in here for your question? I want to make sure I hit all of your points. What's the first step of really getting to know your wardrobe? Okay. First step is see what's in your damn closet. Okay. So whether you're going to clean out your closet or not, or simply organize it and just get to know everything. Last week, I had a friend of mine who's a professional organizer. She's a friend and client. She came over and organized my stuff and she re-energized the space. She put, I had my t-shirts in like a top drawer. She put them on the bottom drawer, which was perfect because I often default to just wearing a t-shirt and jeans. Having them a little bit out of reach helps me think more about my wardrobe. I told her I didn't like my jewelry all like cluttered up in a jewelry box I couldn't get to. So we put that in a drawer with my, gloves and my sunglasses. Those are all in drawers that are near the top. So it's easier for me to get dressed. We moved my handbag so I could see them more and reach them better. So every outfit has like a new handbag incorporated into it. So to get to know your wardrobe better, to make this meal prepping for style easier, rejig your closet and get reacquainted with what you have. So let's see, going back to the question, sorry, we're a little jumbled today. Once you figured out what you have, what's the first step in building a mini capsule wardrobe? Okay, mini capsule wardrobe. I'm not a capsule girl, I'll tell you that, but I will tell you when I'm styling a client, I'm keeping in mind the different aspects of her life. A lot of us have very blended lives where this doesn't really matter. Like, I work for myself, I work from home, I take care of my baby all day. He's with me. Like, so I need to be moving around. I go on walks all day. When I go out, like, I don't really go out socially very often. So that part of my wardrobe's like this big, but my work, my weekend, and like my personal home life, all of those are the same. So all of those clothes can be in the same area in my wardrobe. But things that are a little fancier, they have a little different piece of real estate in the closet. So I would say to create these mini capsules, think about the different areas of your life and decide where certain clothes don't cross over to those areas. Even for me, like, I wear a lot of t-shirts. This t-shirt, not fancy, but I have it hung up in my closet because that's part of the capsule of things that I actually want to freaking wear. Where the t-shirts that are now in my bottom drawer, they're more like kind of junking around the house. Like, they don't really need to be incorporated into a look. So organization helps you get to know what's in your closet, but it's also going to help you establish these mini like collections. I won't really call them capsules, I'll call them collections in your closet. So then when you're pre-styling, aka meal prepping your wardrobe once a week or once every 2 weeks, you're going to know how to navigate through your closet better. So I hope that helps answer your question. If anyone watching has suggestions on how they get excited about the clothes that are already hanging in their closet and how they prep their looks for the week, drop it in the comments below. And if you have a question for me, I'm actually looking at the spreadsheet now. So you can email my team at info@laurenmessiah.com, or you could send me a DM or comment with your question under this video, and I will answer it on video because, baby, we're back on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.